Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, Swatika. How are you?
I'm good, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, good. I hope good to see you smiling. I hope you are not nervous. Be at ease. I hope you can hear me clearly.
Yes, sir.
And where are you speaking from?
From Coimbatore in Tamil Nadu, sir.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. And kindly announce that no one is helping you in this interview.
No, sir. Nobody, sir.
Okay, you are alone.
Yes, sir.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Now tell me, Swatika, what is the meaning of your name? Seems to be a beautiful name with, I'm sure it has some big significance.
Yes, sir. Sir, my birth star is Swati, which is one of the 21 stars in Tamil calendar. So that's why my name is Swatika, sir.
Is it connected or linked anyway with what we call swastik?
No, sir, not related to swastik sign, sir. But
Oh,
it is said on the when the star is Swati in the calendar, that's when the pearl in oyster is created.
okay,
So it's considered as auspicious also, sir.
okay. But tell me something about, we just mentioned about swastik. What is the importance of swastik, you say?
So,
Swastik symbol of, swastik which is used in our culture.
so it is an auspicious symbol that is painted on before any festival, before we start any religious event. But however, I'm not sure of the exact uh, symbolic meaning of it, sir. I'm sorry,
And
sir.
where was this symbol used in an inverse way, and when, and who used this?
So, so it was also used by Hitler. His party symbol was the swastik symbol, and even his biography is called swastik, I think.
But was it really swastik symbol, or was it different than the original swastik symbol?
So it was a mirror image, I guess. If ours
Yeah.
point towards right, it points towards the left.
Okay, very good, very good. Actually, you have done BE Computer Science for Anna University,
So
isn't it?
my college is PSG College of Technology, which is affiliated to Anna University.
Okay. What is Coimbatore famous for, you see?
So Coimbatore is mainly a industrial hub with many small and medium scale industries, mainly related to auto components and related to textile industries, sir. And it is also an educational hub with booming engineering colleges, especially.
Okay. And there's something else for which Coimbatore is in news practically every day. Some personality. Here's a result from the web.
Uh,
Some personality who is on the YouTube everywhere.
Sir, is it about Mailsami Annadurai, sir?
No. In Coimbatore, I'm forgetting what is the Isha Foundation.
Okay, sir.
It
Yes,
is
sir.
in your city, Coimbatore.
Yes, sir.
Have you visited the campus of Isha Foundation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so give me some of your observations about Isha Foundation.
So, Isha Foundation is mainly into spreading yoga as a culture, not just in India, sir, but also in the international arena. And and they also use Shiva as a symbolism in teaching their yogic practices, sir.
Okay,
And
but you are not mentioning about Sadhguru.
yes, Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev is his name, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Now you have mentioned about these paintings, as your hobby.
Yes, sir.
Tanjore, Varali, and Madhubani. Can you briefly describe what are these and how do they compare with each other?
So Varli painting, it is a prehistoric painting which is practiced by the Varli tribes of Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh. So it's mainly a wall art but nowadays it's done in canvas too, sir. And then Madhubani painting, it is a folk painting that is practiced in Mithila area of Bihar, which mostly depicts the mythological characters associated with Bihar, which is mainly the Ramayana and the Surya cult, sir.
Related to not Bihar, but Mithila particularly.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. And Tanjore?
Tanjavur painting is a royal painting that was promoted by the Tanjore Marathas, sir. It uses the speciality of it is it uses gold foils to emboss the paintings, sir. So it's mostly a royal luxurious painting.
Okay. But do you also are you a painter?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what paintings do you do? Which style? Which?
So generally, I paint landscapes and normal watercolor paintings, sir. But mostly I take interest in these three forms.
Okay, you have interest in these three forms.
Yes, sir.
But you don't really practice them. You have not done any Madhubani painting.
So I have done it, sir. Tanjore painting Madhubani. Yes, sir, I have done it.
Oh, you have done it yourself?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So have you put up your own exhibition?
So it is not of that scale, sir. Just a hobby that I do whenever I get time, sir.
Okay. Good. Thank you. You have also mentioned about CSR, you see.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I think recently there was something that government has allowed from CSR for pandemic or something. Can you explain what is it?
So we have the Prime Minister's National Relief Fund, which is used for any emergency causes and especially related to disasters and calamities. And recently, the government has announced any funding from the organizations into Prime Minister's Fund will be considered as a CSR activity.
Okay.
And they can claim that as their CSR activity for the year.
Okay. And can the CSR funds be utilized for some pandemic work directly? One is the contribution to Prime Minister's, Prime Minister, in fact, PM Care Fund, not Prime Minister's Relief Fund, you see. But can it be utilized for some pandemic-related work directly?
So the Schedule 7 of this Companies Act lists down a set of activities that are permitted to be done under CSR activities. And one of them is social welfare activities. And I guess pandemic also related work can come under that.
No, not. I think yesterday I read, if I'm correct, it has passed a specific order that now that a lot of funding is required, you see, so the companies have been allowed that, for procurement of whether it is oxygen or equipment or this and that, they can use the CSR funds for these purposes. Kindly check it, you see.
Sure, sir.
Okay, thank you, Swatika. Sharma ji, the candidate is yours.
Swatika.
Good afternoon, sir.
Vanakkam.
Vanakkam, sir.
Okay. So you were talking about Swati constellation. Huh? So Swati constellation is supposed to be very auspicious. And there is a bird which remains thirsty till she gets water from rains during Swati Nakshatra, Swati constellation. Which is that bird? That bird is known as Chatak. Chatak bird is there.
Okay, sir.
And it drinks the water only when it falls in Swati Nakshatra. Yeah, constellation we call it. Okay? Yeah. So now you tell me, you might be very well aware of Vande Bharat. Vande Bharat.
Yes.
So what is that?
Sir, it is an initiative by the government of India to bring back the Indian NRIs or diaspora.
Where was it designed and manufactured?
Sorry, sir, I'm not.
In your state only. Which place? Integrated Coach Factory, Chennai. Anyway, why it is called as Train 18?
Sir, because it was built in 18 months in a very short span of time.
Can we call it as engineless train?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware of it, sir. I'll read it.
Yes, it is an engineless train. Then how does it work? What do you mean by self-propelled coach? It is having self-propelled coach, no locomotive, and it is an engineless train. Anyway, no problem. Now you tell me, what is the difference between CS and CSS, Central Sector Scheme and Centrally Sponsored Scheme?
So in central sector schemes, it is mostly the activities that are covered in the central list of the constitution, sir, and the center does the complete funding. Only the implementation part is given to the state.
In which scheme?
Central sector scheme.
No, sir, implementation part also of the central government. 100% funding by the central government and implementation part also. Now come to CSS.
Okay.
Centrally sponsored scheme. Yeah.
So in centrally sponsored scheme, depending upon the there are various allocations. For example, for normal states, it can be 50-50 sharing between the center and the state. Whereas for Northeast, it must be 90-10. So it depends upon the economic status of the state.
Okay. EOLI 2020. EOLI stands for Ease of Living Index. Any idea about Ease of Living Index?
Yes, sir.
So now you tell me EOLI 2020. So which ministry prepares the index?
So it is prepared by the Ministry of Home Affairs to rate the...
No, university, not university, Union Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs.
I'm sorry.
Yes. Now you tell me how many cities were taken into consideration for this, preparing this index?
Sorry, sir. I'm not
anyway,
aware.
That is not very important, 111. And million plus, they were only 49. Which city comes at number 1? Okay, you don't have any idea, no problem. Now you tell me the difference between privatization and disinvestment.
So disinvestment is selling of the shares of the government, which can be while the government still retains the control. So there are The privatization is complete giving of the company to the private sector. So while the government will no longer hold any share over it.
Okay. NCC.
Yes, sir.
You have used the rifle .22, 303. What you have used?
So
rifle?
I was not in the rifle shooting division.
Okay. So you have done A certificate or B certificate or C? A only.
C, sir.
Okay.
Sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir. I got confused. A certificate.
A certificate. You might have done. What do you know about AK-203? AK-47 you have heard? Yes, AK-47?
Yes, sir.
AK-203 is better version than AK-47. Where it is being manufactured?
So can I take a guess on this?
Tell me.
So is it in the ordnance factory?
Ordnance factory. Which place? Amethi.
Okay.
Amethi. Okay. PNB fraud. You might be very well aware of PNB fraud. So basically it was due to 2 reasons. Number 1, misuse of SWIFT, and ICI did not exercise its function properly. So number 1, misuse of SWIFT. What do you mean by SWIFT? Is it an acronym?
Yes, sir.
It stands for?
So I'm not able to recall the exact full form, sir. But it is used for financial transactions.
That's right. Interbanking financial transactions. Okay, good. Now you tell me another thing. ICI did not exercise its function properly. So what was done? An act was enacted, which is known as Fugitive Economic Offenders Act 2018. Now you tell me the salient features of Fugitive Economic Offenders Act 2018. 2 main points. Just bullet points, not in detail.
So it allows to categorize an individual who has a certain criteria of debt as fugitive, and we can ask for the extradition.
What is the criteria? A person who has committed economic offense amounting to rupees?
So I guess it's 100 crores.
That's right, 100 crores and above. Number one. Number two, yes.
Number two is even before the person is convicted, we can confiscate all the assets linked to that.
Yeah, that can be done. And number two things, he has fled away the country, fled away. He has gone to any other country. So that person is not known, is called as fugitive economic offender. Now you tell me, when this act was enacted, simultaneously Company Act was also amended. So what amendment was made in the Companies Act? And an authority was created. What is the name of the authority?
Sorry, sir, I'm not able.
Okay, no problem. Now my last question. Yes. Which constitutional amendment you are comfortable with? Comfortable means about which you know in detail. Any constitutional amendment about which you know in detail.
So 99 constitutional amendment.
99 relates with?
The National Judicial Appointments Commission.
Okay. Now, can you tell me the constitutional amendments starting from 101 to 104? Just name them. 101, 102, 3, 4.
So 101, it was related to GST.
That's right. Number 2.
So it was related to giving constitutional status to National Commission of Backward.
Very good. Number 3.
So it was related to EWS reservation.
That's right. And 4? There is the latest one. Not 105. at the moment, there is no 105th amendment. Okay. So can you tell me about 103rd amendment in the Constitution?
Yes, sir.
So under which articles of the Constitution the amendment was made to have this particular criteria, 10% reservation for economically weaker section of the society in the unreserved category? So under which articles of the Constitution amendment was made? A clause was added in which articles of the Constitution for this particular purpose to take care of that. Otherwise, Indira Sahni case said that no, not more than 50% reservation. So keeping that into mind, some clauses were added under which articles of the Constitution?
So it was added to the articles 15 and 16. Which
That's right. Very right. Which clause? 15 in bracket?
5, sir.
6. Anyway, what that clause was?
So that a certain percentage can be allocated for the employment and affirmative action for the economically.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Sharma ji. Yeah, Professor Firdausi, the candidate is yours.
Yes, how are you, Swati?
Good afternoon, sir. I'm good, sir.
Okay, great. Just tell me one thing, that this word Hindu for Indian people was used by Greek, Romans, or somebody else. Who used the word Hindu for people of India first? Greeks, Roman, or somebody else?
So, can I make a guess here, sir?
Yeah.
I guess it was used by the Persians, referring to Sindhu, the river.
Yeah, partly you're right. They were Arabs, not the Persians.
Okay.
They were Arabs. They used this. Okay, fine. Good. Tell me something about this. The American Congress has given 2020 award in 20 top women award to somebody in India. Who is that? Excellence Award, Women's Excellence Award, given by the US Congress to somebody in India. Can you name the person?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware of this. I'll read about it for sure.
The governor of Pondicherry. You know who is she?
Yes, Madam Kiran Bedi, sir.
No. She was, that is history. She
Okay.
is Tamil Sai
Soundararajan.
Sundarajan.
Yes, sir.
Tamil Sai Sundarajan. He is also governor of Telangana right now.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
My third question to you, which organization has launched Sahi Disha? Which organization has launched Sahi Disha campaign to promote women's entrepreneurship in rural India? Which is the organization which has promoted the Sahi Disha for empowering the women in entrepreneurship in rural India?
Sorry, sir.
It is UNDP. Okay.
Okay.
Then my next question to you is that the Constitution of India was typed on typewriter or how it was made?
So it was a calligraphy by two artists.
What was the name of the person who has done it?
Sir, I'm able to recollect one name, but I'm not sure if he did the calligraphy or the painting in the Constitution. Nand Bose.
He has done the painting, but the actual writing of that is his name is Prem Bihari Narayan Raizada. Prem Bihari Narayan Raizada. He is the person who has handwritten the Constitution of India, both in Hindi as well as in English.
Okay.
Tell me that where is that copy of the first Constitution of India is preserved?
So can I make a guess here, sir?
Please.
Is it in the National Archives in Delhi?
No, it is kept in the Library of the Indian Parliament.
Okay.
And my last question to you is that basic structure of Indian Constitution stands on one of the Government of India Act. Basic structure of Indian Constitution stands on the Government of India Act, one of the Government of India Act. Which was that act? Two famous acts are there. One is 1919 and one is 1935.
Okay, sir.
Which act Government of India?
Okay, sir. Sir, it is the 1935 Act, sir.
You are right.
Yes.
Okay. All the best, Swatika.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Swatika. Thank you. We have just completed your interview.
Okay.
And we are happy to see now on behalf of all the panel members. You see, somehow one member is not there because there was a technical difficulty.
Okay.
So we will conclude here.
Okay.
But on behalf of the members, I'd like to ask you a question about the assessment of your interview, self-assessment. So on a scale of, say, 100, what is the score you will give to your own performance?
There are a lot of facts that I was not aware, sir. So probably 50.
Okay, I think 50, you are being a little modest. This is what I feel. But let me ask my colleagues, you see. Yeah, Professor Firdausi, what is your assessment?
Sir, my assessment is that Swatika knows things well, but she's a bit uncomfortable or a bit nervous, I think. So she has problem in articulating a bit. Also, she was looking a bit tense. Otherwise, she is okay. She needs to do a lot of practice on this, because here she can say that can I guess, but there she can't say that can I guess. So she has to be a bit cautious about this thing and a lot of effort. I will give her around 55, 56 somewhere.
Okay, yeah. Sharma ji, your assessment and your review, please.
Same, 55. Same.
Any other comments?
Yeah, I will tell that. Swati?
Yes, sir.
I'm audible? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Swati, related to the questions which I asked, that SWIFT stands for Society for Worldwide Interbanking Financial Telecommunication. Okay?
Okay.
An authority was created under Companies Act, and that authority was NFRA. National Financial Regulatory Authority, because ICAI did not exercise its function properly. So this authority was created.
Sure.
Now, related with 99th Amendment, you are okay, whatever you said.
Okay.
And related with 104th Amendment in the Constitution that extended the reservation of seats for SC/STs in Lok Sabha and state assemblies.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
And one more thing, what is left? One thing. As far as possible, don't guess at all. If you don't know the answer of any question, it is better to say no. Related with that 103rd Amendment in the Constitution. So prior to that, reservation was available to SC, STs and socially and educationally backward classes. And 50% ceiling was there as per Indira Sahni case judgment. After that, clause, whatever you said was added, 15 and 16, clause 6 in both these articles of the Constitution. I think you will do well. You are having enough time. You identify the probable questions from your TEF, be it related with your state, be it related with the subject which you have studied, and prepare them very well. So this train 18 or Vande Bharat is an engineless train which is called as self-propelled train. It doesn't have locomotive, and that's why it is engineless train. Okay, I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, so Swatika, you have heard the two honorable members, and I would add to that, I would also place you not really 50, but I would say 55 to 60, but you have tremendous potential, you see.
Okay.
See, you have got a very pleasing, charming personality, you know, for a career, you see, in the civil services. I think your articulation is very good.
Okay.
I don't think you really appear to be nervous or tense, you see. So all that is very good.
Okay.
As Sharma ji said, you know, whatever questions can emanate or can be triggered by the DF, you know, DF is very important document, very crucial in the hands of all the members of the UPSC. Like that is what we are having, you know, and that is how we connect with you, see, isn't it? Based on that. So identify, there can be, you know, long question answer on Tanjore, Madhubani, Wadli painting itself, you see. On CSR also, you see, isn't it?
Yes,
on your name also, you see. So all these things, you know, you be sure that your DAF will trigger many questions. You see, I can't say half or 1/3, but several questions based on that, based on your educational qualification, BSc Computer Science, BE Computer Science. So there can be any number of questions on technology, on 5G, on Internet of Things, this and that, all those kinds of things. That is one thing. The second part of advice would be on the current affairs, you see. You know that it is not a test of knowledge, yet, you see, to converse, have a conversation. After all, conversation will take place, you know, not by keeping quiet and looking at each other. You know, the board is not just only looking at you or you are looking at the board, but it will be around some topics, you see. And apart from that, topics can relate to the current affairs, you see. And then current affairs is something, GK is something which is anything under the sky, you see. You know, anything under the sun. Now, so some things can be highlighted, which can be, say, starting with climate change. It's such a big issue, you know, and will continue. Then the pandemic itself, you know, which is affecting the whole world, affecting India in so many ways, you see. There is no aspect of life, you see, which has not been affected by the pandemic. Health, education, sports, Olympics, you take anyone, whether it is global scene or the Indian scene, you think, or even a family scene, you see, or a neighborhood. Everything which one can think of has been affected, you see. At the same time, pandemic has not been only negative story, but there have been very positive sides to it, you see. At least India has tried as a very resurgent society, vibrant society, you know, to take advantage of that, this opportunity. Any crisis offers an opportunity, you see.
Yes,
And India has treated this crisis as an opportunity. There have been problems, that is all right. It's a big country, multicultural, all that, etc., etc. So these things, the international relations, you see, along with climate change, biodiversity, you see, isn't it?
Okay,
Then employment, industries, you see, MSMEs, manufacturing sector, you see, Supreme Court rulings are very important. Constitution, you have had discussions on that, very nice discussions. The election results will be out, you see.
Yes, sir.
So there can be discussions on that. So all these things, these are only some which I have highlighted.
Okay, sir.
Which is the newspaper which you are reading, Swatika?
So currently I'm reading the Hindu, sir, of Delhi edition.
Okay, Hindu is very good.
Okay.
Kindly continue that.
Okay,
But are you also reading any economic newspaper, financial newspaper?
Sir, I try to read the editorials in Financial Express and Economic Times.
Okay, so it is good. Kindly keep in touch with the, read the economic newspapers also.
Okay,
Another thing which you can be sure is that a part of your discussion in the interview will be around economic issues. You see.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir. Whether it is through the pandemic or otherwise, India becoming 5 trillion economy, how will India be, say, in 2047 after 100 years of independence, So there can be any range of these questions. Yes. And economy, GDP, employment, livelihood, they are all very, very important part of the country, isn't it?
Yes,
and
sir.
of everyone's life, you see. So they're bound to be. So I would say don't just read the editorial, but get into some important topics also. There can be a question of finance commission, you see.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, it is so important in terms of devolution of funds between the center and the states. And the 15th Finance Commission has just submitted the report a couple of months back, you see.
Yes,
and it has made very important recommendations, literally game changers, I call them, about disaster management, which is very, very important given the, the current environment which we have, not only the overall environment, but the environment due to the pandemic, you see.
Okay.
Then global framework, like Sendai framework, you see, SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, are very, very important.
Okay.
Paris Agreement is very important, you see. Biodiversity, etc. Now, since you are from Tamil Nadu, so you see the tsunami which we had, and its impact,
Yes,
and why a place like Chennai gets flooded, you see. What are the reasons?
Okay.
So I am just highlighting some of these, you see.
Sure.
But I hope you are an intelligent girl. You have come up to this stage. So build on your current affairs. You've got the time. Do some practice.
Okay. Yes,
maybe a couple of more mocks will also help you further.
Sure,
You're doing very good, you see. But then, one can always improve, you see.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions, Swatika?
So would you like to recommend any other magazines and newspapers apart from?
I think I'm not telling you to take half a dozen and they start reading them. That will be confusing.
Yes,
so
sir.
Hindu is very good.
Okay.
One economic newspaper.
Okay.
Maybe, if you are interested, Yojana, you can take a look at it, some of the issues on you see, budget, etc.
Okay, sir.
Economic and Political Weekly, EPW, etc.
Okay, sir.
You need not get into too much of depth or details of that, you see. But certain topics, you see, say about Finance Commission, some issues about Finance Commission, devolution of, share, revenues, etc.
Okay. Yes,
Those
sir.
kinds of things. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Then wish you all the best. God bless you.
Thank you.
I'm sure you can, with this little bit of preparation, you will make it into the civil services.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
Thank you all
All the
for your
best.
time. Thank you, sir.
Bye.